Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Reenie and this is the Enchanted Planner. It's girlfriend chat today, gang. Girlfriend chat. It's cold in my house. My power was out this morning and my pilot light is out and the tenant downstairs is still asleep, so I can't turn the pilot light back on. So I got double hoodies, a messy office, a messy bun. We gonna chat. I mean, heck, where are the hot flashes when I really need them? They come at the most inopportune times when I could really benefit from some hot flashes to warm me up. Where are they? Where are they? Okay, so today I'm going to share 10 or 12 things that I've learned in the last 2 years of being in this wonderful hobby that I plan on taking with me as lessons into the new year. So hang on to your hat because I guarantee you probably a few are going to be like raising your hands. Okay, the first thing is I don't need to buy all the things. Say it with me, people. I don't need to buy all the things. When I first found decorative planning, there was so much. There was planners and stickers and washi and dashboards and inserts and extension packs. There was so much, and it was so much fun to buy. But now that I've been destashing, I'm finding that the majority of the stuff I bought that first year of planning, I don't use. It's not my design aesthetic. I don't use it. So I don't need to buy all the things. Next point ties into that. I'm not going to fall victim to FOMO. The influences are good. They're good. I'll give them that. But I must be accountable for my own choices and my own actions. And I don't need to buy all the things. It may look good because so-and-so made it look good, but I don't need to buy it. If it doesn't fit my design aesthetic, I'm not buying it. So that's my second thing I'm not doing in 2022. In tying into that FOMO, I now understand I don't need multiple copies of most sticker books. The ones I really like, maybe a second copy, but there are some sticker books I have like 4 and 5 copies of, and there's 2 reasons for that. There was a lot of conversation when I first got involved in the planner community surrounding the unicorn sticker books, you know, the ones that go for like ridiculous prices on eBay and Mercari. So I was really concerned that if I didn't buy copies of the sticker books I really liked, I was never going to see them again. But what I have found is Happy Planner does restock the majority of their popular products quite often. It may take a while, but they do restock. The other reason I have several copies of some sticker books is because I found them on clearance and they were such a good buy. I had to stock up. However, it's not a good buy if I don't use them. And that is the lesson I will be taking with me into 2022. It's not a good buy if I'm not going to use it. The other thing is understanding that Happy Planner does a release a lot. I don't know if it's just me, and I've only got 2 years into this planning habit, but I guess more of a hobby, planning hobby. But it seemed to me this past year was far more aggressive in their release schedule than in the first year I was planning. So I don't know if that's just me or if they've upped their game. I mean, more power to them. They're businesses are in business to make money. But I just found this year's was pretty aggressive. Like it seemed like there was something being released almost every other month. What I have discerned is they do a release pretty much every season. And in between those releases, there are things like sticker storage bundles, Be Happy boxes, specialty things like limited edition so-and-sos. So there really is a lot of release stuff. And there will always be lots of planners, lots of stickers, lots of everything. So taking that into 2022, I will not be jumping the gun on a lot of the releases simply for, I want to see maybe what's in the next release. Because I have found that, it's easy enough to find most stuff if you didn't get it the first time, right? What I've also learned, and I will be continuing to take with me, both from me selling and me buying, is utilizing the swap, buy, sell groups on Facebook for Happy Planner. They're a great resource for picking up a lot of stuff secondhand that you're not paying full sticker price. So going into 2022, I will be utilizing those because it'll save me a bit of money. And speaking of money, this is a big one. Going into 2022, my butt will be on a budget. Say it with me, ladies. My butt will be on a budget. I probably should have done that in the last 2 years of planning, because we won't talk. We won't talk about the amount of money I have spent on planning supplies. Hangs head in shame. But it's a lot. And I probably should have put myself on a budget, and I will be going into 2022 with that in mind. I will be on a budget, and I will be budgeting for the things that I probably will be buying in upcoming releases. So that's another thing I'm taking into 2022. I also wish I probably had have given myself a little bit more time to figure out my own design aesthetic. When I first started, it was really overwhelming first, because I couldn't figure out how to make the stickers work. And there's more on that later. But there was just so much, and I didn't understand Franken planners or transformer planners or before the pen and after the pen and all the lingo that is quite unique to our community, Bujo. And for the record, HP to me meant Harry Potter. I couldn't understand for the longest time why everybody was so excited about Harry Potter. Then I put 2 and 2 together. It's not Harry Potter. It's Happy Planner. But yeah, for the record, I thought it was Harry Potter. So I'm happy I know what all the lingo means now. And as new planners come into the community, I will be helping them adjust to our language, because it can be kind of confusing at first. I also now fully embrace that any sticker can work in any layout, and that it is okay to hack them up. I cut them to make them work. You've seen me. I have no problems cutting stickers. Whereas when I first started, I was quite reluctant to cut stickers because I paid good money for these. And if I cut it, what if I ruined it? Now I hack those babies up, man. I will make them work for me, because I'm going to make it work in my planner, right? I also now fully embrace that if something is not working, if a planner is not working, it's okay to switch. This can get expensive. And here is my little story. I found Happy Planner quite accidentally at Staples just before the end of December, and I found the Boss Babe dashboard layout, and I opened it up and I went, well, this looks pretty cool. I probably can make this planner work. I didn't know about the stickers. I didn't know about any of the other layouts yet. Ironically, I had 2 Happy Planner sticker books that I bought randomly at Michael's one time, but didn't realize that there was a connection to them. But this dashboard planner drove me insane. The dashboard part was great. The colored boxes were not, because once I found out that there was decorative options, I started buying all the stickers, and I couldn't make the stickers work in the dashboard planner, because being new to this community and all the decorative elements is kind of confusing on its own. And then you add into that, most of the stickers are made to fit the classic vertical. It's a little rough to try and bend your brain around how to make that work. So the dashboard planner and that shaded box lasted about 3 weeks, and I was done. Then I bought the Planner Babe Classic Vertical, which was great, because now the sticker books worked in the planners, but I was fighting every week with the rainbow spine and the other rainbow colors. So I decided to jump, and I went to the Glam Girl Lined Vertical, which the lined vertical, that's an awesome way to plan. I'm not an hourly planner, but I used it for task lists. But the shaded boxes drove me crazy. So I was in a rock and a hard place. I ended up sticking more with I flipped back and forth between the Planner Babe and the Glam Girl. I ended up going more with the Planner Babe, but I was covering the spine every single week. It was driving me crazy. So when they announced in March, the spring release, that there was neutral items coming, I was stalking my manager at Michael's, because I wanted to get my hands on the Modern Farmhouse and the Wild Style Planner. I think she thought I was a lunatic, but I got those planners. So it can be a little bit expensive. But what I do encourage people to do is check out Printables. And here is why. The first year I jumped, and I'd spent so much on planners that I didn't end up using, and I didn't end up selling either with the intention, but I just couldn't let go of them because I was attached to them even though I wasn't using them. It's a weird psychosomatic thing. I got nothing. But this past year, I couldn't find a dashboard that was working. I started out with the Homebody Seasons. I thought I could make it work. I couldn't. It drove me insane. So I bought the undated dashboard from Squared Plans. Stephanie makes minimal, neutral planners and undated as well. I chose to go with the undated in both the teacher layout and the dashboard, and here is why. Because I had spent so much time jumping from planner to planner in the first year I was planning, I was a little gun shy. So I figured the undated, I wasn't tied to anything. So Stephanie does have fully dated planners as well, but I went with the undated because I was a little bit gun shy, to be honest with you. So my advice to anybody is don't beat yourself up over money spent that you aren't using. And here is why. It's back there. It's behind you. You can't do anything about it. It's done. But what I am going into 2022 doing is aiming to be better. All of the points I've shared with you in this video today are things I intend to carry forth into 2022 to make better decisions, to be better about my spending habits and the way I plan and just in life in general. So I think there's something to be said with all of this. We go through so much, right? And it's about making the planners work for us. And ideally now I've got a very good idea of who I am as a planner, what my planning style aesthetic is, and what I'll buy and what I will use. So going into 2022, these are points that I'll be following myself. So what about you? Are you making any changes for 2022 in your own planning style and your planning habits? Do you find that, this past year has been a bit rough? I mean, speaking of rough, like I'm really excited about 2022, but I'm also a little bit reluctant, and here is why. After 2020, I was really excited about 2021, and 2021 has proven to be not really much better, if not worse, than 2020. So although I'm very excited about the new year, I'm also a little bit reluctant to get my hopes up because the future's so unknown right now. Like, I kind of feel like my life is not in my own hands. It's sort of under someone else's control, and I guess it kind of is, right? I mean, there's that adage that they say, we're all on the same boat. I disagree. I think we're all on the same storm, but we're in very different boats. Someone that is in the storm in a dinghy is in a very different situation than someone that is battling this storm in, say, a cruise ship. So I think that going into 2022, I just plan to extend more grace and more compassion, because we can always use more compassion, and just trying to be a light in people's lives. The only thing we can do is aim to be better and inspire others to be better. And no, you're not alone. You are never alone. We always feel like we're the only ones that are ever going through things. You're not. There are other people out there who are in similar situations, maybe not the same, but very similar situations. And I'll tell you this, if you're feeling alone, I'm a good ear and I'm right here. So send me a DM. I'm only ever a DM away. I enjoy chatting with you guys. I've really enjoyed building this channel. It's been a riot getting to know most of you, and we continue to grow. And I am humbly grateful. I don't even know if that's the right, I can't put into words the gratitude that I feel for y'all coming to hang out and watch my videos. I had no idea this would be so much fun, or I would have done it so much sooner. But that is probably a good place to wrap up this video before it gets too terribly long. I hope you enjoyed this video. I like these little informal, impromptu chit chats. I do quite a bit of them on the other side of my life. So if you're interested in them, I'm game to throw them up every once in a while. So let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you think that the Happy Planners release schedule was a little bit more aggressive in 2021 versus other years. I only have 2 years, so I don't have enough data to make that decision. So I'm really curious to see if anybody else has found that. And let me know what you are planning on taking with you into 2022 in changing your own habits. Do you have plans to change any habits? And if you do, what are they? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all again soon. Ciao.